Hello Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Cross-watchers are very welcome here. This is a reading for you for the month of August going into September. This is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everyone, you know the drill. But if it does, I will be clarifying it further in the second part of this video. Okay? I have a new microphone, so it might be picking up a few more sounds, I guess, but I do like what it does to my voice, so let's try it out this time. Let's have a look at your past, present and future and any extra messages coming through from spirits. Ooh, coming out straight away. So you are starting off with the Ace of Wands. Now, this is a very creative time for you, Libra. You might be working on some sort of a new project here, maybe something you have not started yet, or you have started it in the recent past. It's something that you are actually passionate about, something you believe in, and you really, really want it to work out. When this applies to love, it's a very, very passionate energy, but it's also kind of a fresh start, a rebirth, so to speak, especially if you've been with someone for a while and things have become a little bit stagnant. You know, we do get bored in relationships sometimes. It doesn't mean that the relationship is over, of course, but we do get bored and we have to try and revive those. So that is coming in for you. And if you're single, you might meet your new person through this passion project of yours. Maybe a class, some sort of a mutual hobby. And okay, I'm not sure why, but I'm hearing salsa classes. So if any of you are going to, or are thinking even of going to salsa classes, definitely do. Might be a thing for you. And I'm hearing that you're going to be in the right place at the right time. I think that if you're single, this will come from a place that you did not expect it to come from, because the fire energy is just, you know, it's sparks flying. It's very intense, very unexpected. So what I'm trying to say here is that the universe is setting something up for you that is almost like a movie. So if you've been thinking of taking a class, please go for it, because that's where the love is at, okay? So let's clarify your reading further, but just let me have a look at whether I am recording. Okay, I am. Gorgeous. Let's clarify this further. Okay. Ooh, we've got the Six of Wands. Hell yeah. This is a victory card. Being very, very successful in love. Being in the spotlight as well, I have to say. I think you've got a few eyes on you. And this isn't just for my singles, even if you are in a relationship. People might be very, very interested in you in terms of romance, okay? This is also, yeah, as I've said, the card of being in the spotlight. So I just think you're looking good these days, Libra. You might actually be feeling yourself when mid-August comes early into September. You might be getting a glow up, potentially getting some treatments, you know. I think you are being elevated to a pedestal, possibly because of how well you're doing with this passion project, with this Ace of Wands. Maybe you're doing very well as an artist, a businesswoman or businessman, and everyone is like, oh, okay, let me get a little bit of Libra, yeah? So there's certainly more attention on you. This is success, and it brings in a lot of admirers that are looking at you thinking, maybe not necessarily for love, but I definitely want to get to know this Libra better. I'm also hearing that for some of you, you actually might not have been feeling yourself that much recently. However, because of the attention that's coming in, because of possibly you deciding to take care of yourself, there's so much more attention coming towards you. And I'm not saying, of course, that you have not been taking care of yourself, or, you know, it's all about the physicality. But maybe you just didn't have time to actually properly take care of yourself the way you would have in the past. But that is all changing very, very soon. Let's see what else we've got for you. Let's clarify this further. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Now, I know this is a love reading, but I'm hearing that you will be making some money on the cusp between August and September. I know this is kind of a reading for mid-August, but I specifically heard between August and September something will take off. And again, the fact that you're so successful, you're doing so well, is drawing multiple people in. And I think that if you are single, you might be meeting this person at work. And again, through this passion project. Anything that's related to your hobbies, the things that make you happy. And obviously this is the best way to actually meet someone, because then you know you have so many things in common. Now, if you are in a relationship, I think that your partner will have a newfound appreciation for you and how well you're doing in terms of business. I actually think that this is the key to keeping a long-term relationship alive. Just doing your own thing, being passionate, having a separate life, and not depending on your partner for all the entertainment to be delivered just by them. Anyway, I think you might not even be aware of how attractive you are, Libra, because you are just out there doing your thing, not really trying to appeal to people, not trying too hard to be attractive. So you're so focused on what it is that you're doing right now that you don't really notice the way that people look at you. Let me just have a sip of water. And see what's coming up next. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Swords, and this is kind of explaining why a little bit, why you're not really feeling yourself, possibly. You've got the Ten of Swords, yeah. I think you feel like you hit rock bottom here, maybe in the recent past. You're in your head, focused on the inside, not seeing the way others see you, not seeing the way others admire you for working so hard, for dealing so well with really, really difficult circumstances. If you're single, it's possible that you're just so deep into work that, yeah, I think maybe you are working really, really hard to potentially forget about a past relationship or some trauma that has been coming up for you recently. So you just kind of shut out the outside world. And if you are in a relationship, you might be escaping into work to avoid any confrontation or any rough feelings between you and your partner. You could also possibly be arguing about work, whether it's your work or theirs, some disagreements potentially. I'm hearing that maybe you couldn't find a win-win solution for a while. Yeah, couldn't agree on something work-wise. I'm hearing that maybe, especially if you're single, you're feeling like you're not good enough. Maybe you feel a bit unlovable, but this really isn't the case. This is not how others see you at all, Libra. And possibly, I have to say this, if you're single, this is an energy that's stopping people from approaching you. Okay? Because even if they like you, even if they admire you, you have this energy of not really loving yourself. So you're repelling anyone at all. So we will clarify this further. we will see why this has come up for you. I'm also hearing that if you are in a relationship, you might feel that you are not attractive to your partner anymore. Okay. That's why the boredom was coming up previously. Yeah, you might feel like the spark is gone. Maybe this relationship has become a little bit stagnant. Maybe there's not that many sexy times anymore, Libra. I don't know. Let's see. Don't want to make this too explicit. But to be honest, I have been actually thinking of making another kind of videos, a bit more erotic, but I'm not sure. let's just leave it for now, and let's get you another card, Libra. Ooh, flew out. So you've got the Six of Swords, and this is always nice to see. I always appreciate the Six of Swords. I think you'll be moving into calmer waters soon, Libra. You're definitely way more attractive than you think. I can't stress this enough. Again, maybe you don't feel too good because you haven't really had time to take care of yourself. Maybe you've been focusing on work too much. If you're single, I'm hearing that you could actually have anyone you want. That's what I heard, if you just put yourself out there. But you're not putting yourself out there because your self-esteem might be a bit low. You might be thinking, oh, I don't have time for all of this. However, I don't see this lasting with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is not a very fast-moving energy, but it does progress. So you are moving away from this negative energy of not really liking yourself, I guess. But you're doing it slowly. Don't be impatient with yourself. Healing is messy and it takes time. You don't want to rush it, is what Spirit is saying to me. I'm also being told to pass a specific message on. Okay. For some of you, you might feel like you're stuck in the middle of a storm and it feels like it will never pass, it will never end. And I'm being told to remind you that it always feels like that. The pain always feels permanent. But this too shall pass. No feeling is final, Libra. You will be alright. Just remind yourself of all of the times in the past where you felt the exact same way. You felt like the pain would never end, and then it did. Okay? You'll be alright, Libra. Let's have a look further. Okay. We've got the Temperance card coming in as a beautiful, beautiful confirmation of regaining balance. You will be able to control your emotions so much better. Any negative thoughts about your own self, you will be able to notice them much faster and just cut them short. Now, I know everyone talks about meditation these days, but that's probably because it really is a useful tool. Excusez-moi. Sorry. If you've never done it, or maybe you fell off the wagon, it might be good to revisit this habit. Also, you might need it once Mercury retrograde comes, because your emotions will be all over the place. Our emotions will be all over the place, obviously. So it's best to start practicing in August. Let's get ready. So if you are in a relationship and you struggle with giving more than you take, you should try and level it out. You should balance it out in August. What I'm also hearing is that, you need to talk this through with your partner instead of building up the resentment and letting the relationship slowly die. I'm not a huge fan of having quiet days. Just talk it out. Just talk it out. I'm actually hearing that quite a few of you watching this, if you made it to this point in the video, you might be in very, very long-term relationships and you simply feel like something is slowly dying. Recently, you might have felt like you were not being appreciated anymore. Not even on the physical level, just in general. Your partner might have been getting on your nerves a little bit recently, but I'm hearing that this is nothing that cannot be fixed. And I'm really not trying to give you hopium here, Libra. I often get messages that are way less positive than this, and I never hide them. So, yeah, it's definitely worth putting in the work. Let's get you another card. And there it is. So, you've got the Hermit. So, let me just make sure that it is in view. That's interesting that it comes right after what I just said about the need to communicate. And you potentially building up some resentment in silence. And I think you might be tempted to go into hermit mode and potentially just ignore the issues and not communicate, because you already have so many issues at work that you don't want to be dealing with anything within the relationship. Again, Libra, I have to say, take this reading as a sign to speak up. Now, if this bit does not resonate, this could also mean that you're withdrawing to understand yourself better. It might be that you're annoyed with your partner, but you don't even really know why. And I see that in August, going into September, you might be trying to explore that so that you gain clarity on what your next steps should be. I think you are willing to put in the work, Libra. That's what you do, isn't it? You are the best at solving conflicts. Although, I know you don't always like confrontation, but I guess you may be worried that when you bring something up, you will hurt your partner. You're worried that you might start an argument, which is why you're hesitating. But you need to put yourself first this time and ask them to put in the work into the relationship as well. It can't just be you. And I think you have quite a bit of self-respect, Libra. Deep down inside, you know that you deserve to be treated with respect. Even though your self-esteem might have been a bit low recently, at the core, deep down, you know that you are a good person deserving of love. This is what the Hermit might represent as well. So possibly after a period of not feeling so great about yourself, you go within and simply find yourself again. Yeah, I'm definitely hearing that you will be successful in terms of love, Libra. You can figure this out. But only if you address your self-esteem. Yeah, you can't expect others to treat you with respect if you don't really treat yourself with respect. I've done that in the past. I used to belittle myself. I used to absolutely hate myself. I used to think that I was undeserving of love, and so I kept attracting very unhealthy individuals who really did not want to commit. But once I took a step back to learn to love and respect myself again, my energy very, very slowly changed. And then I actually started attracting better men. So Libra, you do need to go within and dig up that self-respect that I know that you have. Let's clarify this further. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Pentacles coming up next. Hopefully this still is in view. Yes, so this takes us back to the very beginning of the reading. Again, you might be meeting someone through work or through this passion project of yours. It could also be that someone asks you to help them out in some way, and through that, you meet one of their friends, a new potential love interest. And knowing you, Libra, you won't say no to that because you always lend a helping hand. With this Ace of Pentacles, I'm also hearing that some sort of success at work is coming in. Maybe a bonus, maybe a finished project, maybe even a promotion. And that might be the first spark that pushes you towards rediscovering yourself and your worth. You might start thinking, oh, okay, I'm not all that bad. If they appreciate me at work, I'm obviously not a completely useless human being. And one thing will lead to the other, and hopefully you'll get back on track with your self-esteem. And it could also be that people will compliment you in regards to something work-related, or this passion project, some sort of a talent that you have that no one else seems to have, and that could give you a little push in the right direction towards maybe not yet loving yourself, but at least liking yourself again, Libra. Let me just have a sip of water. Okay, so let's get one last card for you for the main bit of the reading. Okay, so you've got the Six of Pentacles, and I think it's quite interesting that it's coming out right now. Let me just move the microphone a bit. Because this could possibly be a confirmation of what I've just said about meeting someone new through helping out, maybe through charity work, or maybe just helping a friend. But apart from that, Libra, you need to be open to receiving with this card. Don't try to do everything on your own. If someone offers you help, accept it. You have to understand that you're worthy of all the compliments that you are about to receive. Again, I have to say, I know I'm repeating myself, but the universe keeps giving us cards that are pointing to self-love, and I guess you need to work on that. You need to work on self-worth. So, sorry if it sounds like I'm repeating myself throughout this reading, but clearly, Spirit wants you to know that you are so much better and so much more lovable than you think you are. This is all I have for you in the first part of the reading, but if you want to know more, you can go to your extended reading and not really go to it, because I decided to just put them together instead of making two separate videos. So see you in a sec. Hello Libra, welcome to your extended reading. Let's jump right into it, but just let me spread the cards that we had for the initial reading so that I know what I'm clarifying. Oh, okay. So, let's clarify this Ace of Wands and see what we've got in store for you, Libra, for the month of August, going into September. Okay, oh, we've got the Page of Wands. So I think we might potentially be being given a time frame here. So the moment you're successful, the moment you become successful at this work or passion project is the moment love comes in. So I'm hearing this could even just be drinks after work, and then bam, you run into your future partner. If you are already in a relationship, as I've mentioned before, your person sees you successful, doing your thing, being in your element, and this just gets the sparks flying again, because they see how independent you are, how very passionate you are about this. Now, if you are single, maybe someone will send you a message online, so make sure you check all of your DMs. And again, I'm hearing that you do need a little bit of help with your self-esteem, you know, to change your energy, to change what you attract, what kind of people you attract. And this success, whatever it may be, however small it may be, will bring back that spark within you. So let's clarify this further. Ooh. Oh, okay. You've got the Ace of Pentacles again. Wow. I have to say, I'm more excited about your work now than your love life. I know it's a love reading, but something is looking really, really good here, Libra. Are you up for promotion, bonus, or you up for your business magically growing, magically exploding? You are entering a new level of prosperity here, Libra. Now, in terms of love, the Ace of Pentacles always signifies moving to another level. So, what this could mean is that you're going official, you're moving in together, a proposal, or maybe even a marriage. It's going to be different for everyone because this is a general reading. For those of you who already are married, it means you might be getting a new home together. Very exciting. Whatever is true for you, it generally means moving up, leveling up. I think you might want to go back to that previous message that came up with the Ace of Pentacles and listen to it again, because I just heard that if you made it till this part of the video, it might be quite important for you. So just putting that out there. Let's clarify this further. Oh, we've got the King of Cups. So the person that will come into your life will be very supportive and emotionally mature, most importantly. Excuse me. They will likely be older than you are, potentially significantly older, maybe even 10, 15 years. If you are in a relationship, I hear that you might feel like your partner is not exactly as supportive in terms of your work as you'd like them to be. Maybe you want them to take on a bit of the house responsibilities to help you out, but they are not very eager to do that. They could also be slightly annoyed with the long working hours, but obviously there's nothing like a little open discussion. I'm sure that this can fix things. The King of Cups is a person that's very honest as well. They are very good at communicating. And not just in general, but especially their feelings. So for my singles, if you felt like you kept meeting men that are emotionally unavailable, this is all about to change. Plus, I'm hearing that this person will absolutely love to give you compliments. Maybe that is another way you boost your confidence. You know, remember that thing we talked about? So, this is looking really, really, really good. For those of you in a relationship, you might be struggling with your partner's emotional availability, or possibly, actually, yours. If you're really busy, maybe when you come back home you feel just too tired to speak to them, to communicate. Maybe you've been a bit quiet recently. I'm also hearing that they might not have been complimenting you anymore, Libra, and you miss that bit of your relationship. Let's see. What else do we have? What is this Ten of Swords about? Okay, so we've got the Fool, which is a new beginning, of course. A new beginning with, obviously, this person that I've been talking about for all of my singles. And again, possibly a new refreshing start if you are in a relationship that feels a little bit stagnant right now. And it's a double confirmation because we had the Ace of Wands here previously, which is some sort of a new spark, some sort of a revival. So it's really, really good to see that. I think you might have been contemplating whether it's always going to stay this way, especially if you are in a relationship. You have been thinking, okay, this relationship, it seems like it's dying a little bit. It's getting stagnant, it's getting a bit boring. Will it stay like this, or can it be revived? It certainly can. But I really feel the need to clarify what the Fool is about. I just need to get some more info, being nosy. Over here. Okay, oof, we got 2 cards. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, so you've got 2 cards of a wish fulfillment. But really, these are the 2 main ones that speak about a wish being granted. The Star and the 9 of Cups. What I'm hearing is that something that you really wanted for a long time is going to happen within the next 30 days. And that will propel you into a fresh start in life, a fresh perspective on your relationship, on your self-esteem. You know how sometimes when something we've dreamt about for years finally comes true, and we're so elated that we get this massive boost of energy, feeling like now that this has happened, now that this is done and over, I can move on. I can move forward onto another start. This is not weighing down on me anymore. I can finally have this new beginning with the Fool. This is an energy I'm getting for you very, very strongly. Is there anything you can think of, Libra, right now that you've wanted for a very, very long time? I guess this is going to be specific, but I have to say it because it is coming through. So if you are in a relationship, possibly you wanted to get pregnant, but couldn't. And this might have been the thing that has caused some tension between the two of you, between you and your partner. I don't want to feed you hopium, I never do. really, but it could be as big as this. Especially if this resonates, because this is quite specific. So it won't be for all of you. But you could have also been burdened by whatever's going on at work or your financial situation, and you just weren't really in the mood to work things out with your partner. You were too stressed, too tired, potentially even too broke, really worrying about money a lot. I'm getting that for some of you. And you just didn't feel like spending any quality time with your partner on top of all of that. There is a wish fulfillment coming in here that will lift the weight off your shoulders and give you this massive boost of energy. Just let me have a look. Sorry, Libra, I can't really see what's on the screen of the camera, so I'm being a little bit weird over here, but let us keep clarifying further. Okay, so we've got the Empress coming out. Honestly, this is a confirmation of the fertility message that I just gave you, okay? Very happy for all my Libras out there if this resonates. For anyone else, this is a wonderful energy of, again, loving yourself, of being kinder to yourself, of being very, very, very attractive. Everyone's eyes are on you. You just need to lift your head up, Libra, and have a look around. People adore you on so many levels, not just the physical level. I'm also hearing with this card that you may be starting to accept little imperfections that might have bothered you in the past. However cliche that sounds, you're beginning to understand that those things make you who you are. And actually, sometimes they are those little bits that people really, really love about you. You know, I used to hate my protruding ears, but my partner says he really loves them. And they look kind of pixie-ish. So that's a really cute thing to say. And I'm really hearing something like that might be happening for you soon, Libra. Really, really loving your energies. This is a lovely reading. Okay, so let's have a closer look at your future partner. If you are single, Libra, I just want to clarify that. Oh, okay, interesting. You've got the Four of Cups. So, in terms of interpreting this card, when it comes to a future partner, what I've just heard is that they might be a bartender. I'm not sure why. But I'm also hearing that you might meet them at a coffee shop. Maybe it will be a waiter, a sommelier. So if you get an invitation to wine tasting, please go, Libra, okay? This is really specific, I know. I don't really know why I'm getting this from the Four of Cups, but I do read intuitively as well. So I just kind of share whatever is being downloaded, so to speak. I know it sounds weird, but there it is. Okay, so this card is also telling me that this connection will come in unexpected. I really wish I had the Four of Cups to show you the original card. But I'm sure many of you actually know what it looks like. There is a person just sitting there with their hands crossed, with their arms crossed. They have 3 cups in front of them, but they are super, super bored. They don't care about anything else in the world. And then there is this hand from the universe with another 4th cup coming in, but they are just like, I'm not sure. So, what I think is that this connection will come in very unexpectedly. if you don't meet them at work, as I previously predicted, or through helping someone, you will meet them in a situation that's new to you, something that you don't do very often. They might also not be your type, but do not give up on them straight away, Libra, or you will miss a great potential relationship. Chin up, literally chin up, and just look people in the eye, smile at them, look at their faces. I personally used to have this tendency to never look at anyone in the street or even in the coffee shop, anywhere. And I think that is actually why I've missed out on many potential relationships or even friendships. So be a bit braver, Libra, and it will come to you. Okay, Libra, so let's just get you 2 more oracle cards. Wow. That just fell out straight away. Didn't even get to shuffle it properly. So you've got your commitment is being tested, and it's time to take action. Okay, I do have to say this is certainly for my people in relationships. If you are going through a rough patch with your partner, it's happening to test your, or possibly their, commitment. Maybe the universe is just trying to work out whether you are actually meant to stay together. It's a question of whether the both of you are willing to put in the work, whether you think this relationship is worth fighting for. Sometimes these obstacles arrive at our doorstep to wake us up because we might be with the wrong partner. I'm not saying you are, of course, but sometimes they do. So you will need to ask yourself whether you think that if this relationship is worth fighting for. And I do have to say, I think that for most of you watching, it is. That's the vibe I got from this entire reading. And then, if you think it is worth fighting for, take action. No quiet days, okay, Libra? No brewing resentment. It's all about communication. If you don't speak up, the relationship will slowly die. And for my singles, it's another reminder that you need to start working on your self-esteem. Maybe pamper yourself a little bit. Go to a spa, get some massage, maybe a facial, whatever will make you feel better. Maybe try positive affirmations. You know, I know some people don't really like those, but I personally find that they really calm me down. So until you change your energy and the way you feel about yourself, you will not attract healthy love. I do feel, though, you will be taking care of yourself more and addressing those issues in August, going into September. I actually heard that many of you really are fond of September, going into October, that little period when you can feel autumn coming in, and that really propels you into this period of taking care of yourself better. So I wish you the best of luck with that, Libra. Thank you for watching and take care, and thank you for being patient with me. These are my first readings kind of live in a very long time, so I might still be trying to find my words. So yeah, thank you very much, take care, and I shall speak to you very soon. Bye bye.